Supreme leader is gone. We got to talk about it. Let's get to it. All right, man, told you to talk. You know what it is, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. So, the Ayatollah, Supreme Leader, has been taken out by the United States, and I don't really see too many people in this space talking about this. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there. I guess I'm gonna talk about it. And this is a big deal. This is a big deal for the people of Iran and all of the Persians, the people who country was taken over by a bloodthirsty dictator. Yes, he was. By a guy who did the most. When I tell you, he did the most. And we're gonna talk about it, man. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. And it's just that, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So go join the Patreon if you want to be a part of that. If not, it's all good. And you could donate over here as well if you want to. If you don't, you don't have to. And yeah, man, all the beautiful single sex ladies, I love you. All the fellas, y'all know what's up, man. Hit the like button. Go subscribe to Torch Talk After Hours. And yes, 25,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away a nice guy's cash prize. So let's get to this, man. So the Supreme Leader was taken out. Now, before I get into that, I just want to say, I hope that this helps the people of Iran, because they were under a ruthless and unbelievable dictatorship.
Unrest has been building for months. Last June, U.S. and Israeli forces attacked Iran's nuclear facilities. And in 2022, one of the largest uprisings in the nearly 50-year history of the regime erupted. Iran's morality police arrested a 22-year-old woman accusing her of failing to cover her hair. She was killed in custody, and crowds moved into the streets to demand an end to the regime. Security forces killed more than 500, arrested 22,000, and blacked out the internet. Much of the population has been seething right through today.
These people were persecuted. Whatever you can think of was happening to them. Now, I know we get real comfortable here in the United States calling people fascists, calling people dictators, calling people kings. But we don't understand what it really is to be under a tyrannical government. I know back maybe years ago, us as black people, we definitely knew what it was. That's why we probably don't really have too many things to defend when it comes to people who are trying to stop people from getting their freedom and all that stuff. So we did go through that. That's a fact. The thing is, in today's society, our ancestors fought. They really fought to get to where we need to be today. Let's be clear. Our ancestors fought for that. I just want to put that out there. Our ancestors fought for that. Just trying to get this camera right. Our ancestors fought for that. So I want y'all to understand, whatever you consider the guy in the White House is to you, whether you say he is the worst person ever, whether you say he's your president, no matter where you stand, what he did was absolutely brilliant. You have to admit that. And the reason why I say that is because you can't have it both ways. You can't say that the Palestinians are under a tyrannical government and we need to march in the streets for them and save them from Israel and all this, right? But then in the same breath, you protesting against the people in Iran saying, oh, well, you need to leave the Ayatollah in place.
This past January, Iranians poured into the streets. Pahlavi urged them on, and hundreds of thousands marched. The regime gunned down an estimated 20,000 citizens. The massacre was a prelude to war.
You can't talk out both sides of your neck. It's either you're for it or you're against it. You are for genocide or you against genocide. It's either one or the other. And I know a lot of y'all don't want to cover this because y'all hate Trump so much. Let me explain something to you. I'm not really a Trump person. I don't like Trump like that. The problem lies is when people are so obsessed with not liking someone that they actually go against the greater good for people. Now, again, this is not in defense of Trump. It's just the point I'm making, that y'all are so obsessed with hating someone that y'all don't care what happens to the other side or people who are, what's the name? And then a lot of y'all, some of y'all, I notice that y'all are actually rooting for the United States to fail. Some of y'all are rooting for that. Some of y'all are out here saying, this is what y'all voted for. You get what you voted for. If we get hit with a missile, y'all would say you get what you voted for. That's my issue with y'all. Y'all so obsessed with having your way, or even putting it to the point where you feel like it's not going your way. Not even having your way, just things that not going your way. Then that's how it should be. It's the same thing on the other side. So when Joe Biden was in office, people were saying, oh, this is what you voted for. You get what you voted for. And it's like, why? Why are you saying that? Why? Why? We only have one president, and we have to, whether we say take turns, but we only have one president. And this time the president might be in there that you might not like. And the president that was in there last 2 years ago, you might not like. You might not have liked him. But it is the president. Now, you could do whatever you want. You don't have to accept it. You could say, I ain't my president. But you are part of the United States. And by default, he is your president. That's how it goes. I ain't saying you got to be respect the man. I ain't saying you got to like him. But acknowledge that it is. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it unless you move to another country and say, hey, and denounce your citizenship from the United States. He's your president. And people didn't like Biden, but they had to accept it. The point I'm making is you have a lot of people out here who are defending the Ayatollah. Just understand, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Just understand all of the atrocities that they did. Now, I'm not excusing what Benjamin Netanyahu has done and what they have done. I'm not excusing that. I'm not. Just understand. I want to keep that in mind. I'm not excusing that. I think what's happening in Gaza is wrong too. And I think that should be stopped too. Now, I believe it has stopped. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. But you know who's over there doing what they do? Radical Islamic extremists. And let me explain something to y'all. I have Muslims in my family, but they're not radical Islamic extremists. They're not. And not all Islam is the same. It's not. It's different denominations. There are different things going on in Islam. It ain't all the same. And that's another thing that I hate about the right, when they say that Muslims or Islam is the same. It's not. All Islam is not radical. Just like all Christians is not radical. There's some radical Christians. Yes, it is. They do things too, shooting up churches. Yeah, there's some radical Christians. But with that being said, this guy had to go. Now, they didn't do what they did with Nicolas Maduro. They didn't do what they did with him. And I find it funny that these dictators that y'all claim that this guy in office is a dictator, But he's going around eliminating or taking out dictators, and none of y'all cheering for it. Y'all cheered when he stopped the war in Palestine, when they ceased fire in Palestine. I ain't see nobody cheering in the streets for that. That's what lets me know that a lot of y'all was just virtue signaling. That's all y'all was doing. That's all y'all was doing. That's it. So they take out the supreme leader, and the people are dancing in the streets, just like Venezuela.
This is video overnight after the announcement of the death of the Ayatollah in the city of Isfahan. What does that mean to you?
That means that finally we are ready to go back to the streets, even though I've cautioned them that for now you better take care of your own safety and stay at home. The time will come to go back on the streets. But then again, you see that despite that, people still are brave enough to say to hell with it. Because to us it's liberation. To us it's like a humanitarian intervention to protect lives that could otherwise be continued to be lost. It gives the Iranian people a real opportunity now when they see the end of this regime that was always bound to collapse, whether there was an intervention or not. I want to make sure your audience understand that we were prepared to fight the fight. There was too much blood between us and this regime.
People were dancing in the streets. People were having a ball because they feel like they have been liberated. People are they're thanking Donald Trump. People are thanking him. He gave them back something. He even made a speech. As you see what he just said, take your freedom back. Now, I know a lot of y'all saying, a lot of people saying, oh, they only doing this for the oil. Let me explain something to you. People got to understand. Everything is done for something. And a lot of y'all thinking that these people are nice. No. This guy, the Ayatollah, been in here since Obama was in office. He was in there since Obama. Before that, they didn't like him. I want y'all to understand that. These are the same people that were saying that they need to get rid of them. These people were saying death to the United States, death to the Western civilization, death to the United States. And y'all are sitting here support. They will kill you in a heartbeat. They wouldn't even think about it. They would just eradicate you. They're burning flags, the United States flags, right in their whatever they call it, parliament, whatever they call it. I don't know if it's the parliament, but they're burning the flag right there. Burning the flag. So the United States have done so many things. But you never ask, what have these people done to their own people? I don't understand that. Everybody's always saying, well, the United States did this, the United States did that, but y'all not asking what the person did to their own country or their own countrymen. I don't understand it. What I find funny is a lot of y'all are trying to compare Renee Good and what's the guy name? Alex Preddy. Y'all trying to compare them to the Iranians. It's insane. You lost your motherfucking mind if you think that these two people who were literally doing something to get shot. I'm just going to tell y'all. And if you saying that these are the same, they're not. The Ayatollah, they wiped out people in the streets like it was nothing. I mean, gunning down people like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Why do you think these people are celebrating? A lot of y'all live so comfortable in the United States that y'all really believe that everybody else lives like this. They don't. You never had to see a missile fly over your head. You're lucky. You're lucky that we haven't been hit with anything. So no matter what president is in there, they're still protecting you. That's just what it is. I don't care how you really feel about who's in the office. I don't care if you feel this way about Biden. I don't care if you felt this way about Obama. I don't care if you felt this way about Bush. I don't care if you felt this way about Trump. It doesn't matter. You have never had to experience being hit with a missile. A city being decimated. You ain't have to ever experience nothing like that. I just find it funny. I also find it funny that a lot of y'all are really following these people and not knowing nothing. Do y'all know that they was paying people to advertise against this guy being assassinated or being taken out or deleted? How did they have the signs already made up? I'm looking on Twitter and I see all of these fake accounts. All these fake accounts. Let me explain something to you. And I know I'm always saying that. But people like Ilhan Omar and people like Rashida Tlaib, they're not American. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. They're citizens, but they was not born here. You got these same people that's saying the same thing behind closed doors about America as if like the Ayatollah was doing. I don't understand how y'all support these people. I don't.
Shame. You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
In no other country will you or be allowed as a person who wasn't born here to come here and do what she did. I don't care who is the president. Ain't no other country would allow something like that. We need to have a real honest conversation. A lot of y'all hate Trump so much that y'all don't want to have a real actual conversation. Y'all don't. Y'all think that would fly in any other country? Let's be honest. No, it wouldn't have. You couldn't do that. Me being American, you think I can go to an Islamic country and go into one of their elected State of the Union sort of like addresses, whatever they were doing? You think that I would be able to do that? You think that anybody would be able to do that? Absolutely not. So why do we accept it here? It's like, to me, again, don't let your hatred for one man blind you. Don't. Because what's really going on, y'all don't want to really talk about. Y'all don't. It's so disgusting to see that a lot of y'all are now supporting terrorism. Now, again, I'm not saying that Israel and the United States is totally innocent. I'm not saying that. I'm 100% not saying that. But let's be clear. Let's be clear. You got to take the bad with the good sometimes and the good with the bad. That's just how it goes. Y'all okay? Y'all okay with these people, these Christians and certain Muslims getting persecuted over in Nigeria? Y'all ain't saying nothing about that. I said, oh, it wasn't. Some guy said, oh, it really wasn't that many. What? What does that even fucking mean? It wasn't that many. I see a lot of y'all posting about Nicki Minaj. I see a lot of y'all posting about certain things that has nothing to do with nothing. But then when it's coming down to this, oh, y'all want to stay away from that. Y'all want to stay away from it. Why? Why? If your audience gets offended from you telling your truth or telling the truth, not your truth, telling the truth about how you feel about something, then they really ain't your audience. I know I'll get a lot of backlash. I know people talk crazy about me. I don't care, because I'm going to say what I have to say. And I'm never going to be afraid to say it. A lot of these people are compromised. And some of them are compromised and don't even know it. They don't even know it. They just pretend to be virtuous, and they're not. They're not. So him being taken out, I see a lot of people saying, oh, this is a big mistake. We'll see. We'll see. Because let me explain something to you. The United States, Russia, and China is the only superpowers in the world. Just understand that. We're the only superpowers in the world. If Russia was going to attack the United States, they would have been did it. If China was going to do it, they would have been did it. They're fighting over resources. Who can have the most? That's what it is. And Donald Trump put the United States in a position now to where we probably going to have more. I want y'all to understand this. I'm American and I want America to win. We have our flaws. Yes, I will grant you that. Yes, but I'm with the United States. Yes, 100%. That's what it is. And that's where I'm at. So I know people, oh, I hate the United States. Listen, I understand that we have our atrocities. We had our things that happened, but our families and our ancestors fought for all that. Even if they got it to the point where it's just a little bit better, I will take it over what the Ayatollah was doing to them people in Iran. I will take it. A lot of y'all could pretend as if we live in this, living under this tyrannical government. Yeah, okay. Okay. You believe that if you want. Maybe some of y'all would say, oh, well, it's just, you're not free. You're just on a longer leash. I get it. I can agree to that to a certain extent, but ultimately it's still better. Y'all know what they did right after or right before. They started attacking neighboring countries, even other Islamic countries. So these people don't care. They care about their power. They care about their power.
In case you have no idea why the Iranian people are celebrating the fact that the U.S. and Israel just took out the Iranian regime leader, this will shed some light on the topic.
Again, Iranians are not Arab Islamists. They're Iranians. They've always been Iranians. They have occupied by a regime that is not their own, by a regime that is not speaking their language, by a regime, and let's make that very, very clear, because sometimes it's like hard for us to understand what happens inside of Iran. The Islamist Ayatollahs came to our country, and the first thing that they did, they took our flag and they started to write on it with Arabic writing, which is not Persian. It's not our language on there. They took out our symbol of the lion and the sun and replaced it with an Allahu Akbar Islamic symbol in the middle. Just imagine Islam is taking over Washington, taking the American flag, taking our flag, keeping the colors in there and putting an Islamist symbol on it and an Arabic writing on it. Would you think that's our flag? Would you think, oh, this is the government of America now? You would be like, this is an Arab Islamist jihadist occupation. They took down our flag. Then they started to replace everything that's Iranian. Our ministries, our churches, our synagogues, our Jewish community. We had the biggest Jewish community inside of the Middle East, outside of Israel. They wiped them out. They wiped out our Christians, our Zoroastrians. They forced people to convert to Islam. They changed our language in our schools. They started teaching Arabic. Our national anthem, they replaced the national anthem with some weird anthem that no Iranian can even identify with, because every other word of it is Islamic.
47 years of oppressive occupation, and now the head of that oppression is gone.
I mean, as you can see, the young lady just said that they came and took their flag and put their own logo or their own design on their flag. Took over their country. How did that even happen? How did that happen? And I want you to, I really want to explain something to y'all. All of these people are compromised. They all taking money. They all compromised. Everybody. But what would you rather have? That's the thing. But if you're sitting here watching people being destroyed on one side, but then you're complaining about another side being destroyed and you're not saying nothing about it. These are the same people. People are getting persecuted on one side and you ain't saying nothing about it. I know why though. Because what happened in Venezuela, Trump has something to do with it. So y'all like this. Won't say nothing. What happened when they took out that nuclear facility, or what they was trying to build a nuclear facility? Y'all like this. Because Trump has something to do with it. So a lot of y'all, and then the Ayatollah, y'all like this. Because Trump has something to do with it. Because you don't understand. To be a journalist, or to be a person who talks about stories that happen, you have to be open and honest about everything. You cannot be a propagandist or work on one side because you feel like you don't like somebody. You have to give credit where credit is due. This is why I respect this guy right here. That's why I respect him. He's a Democrat, and I respect him because he give credit where credit is due. You understand? But a lot of y'all don't want to do that. A lot of y'all want to sit back and just hate or just say some things. Now, again, all the people in the back, let me explain. I am not a Trump supporter. I'm not a politic supporter. I look at both sides and assess both sides. But I guarantee you that the Democrats ain't going to say nothing because they're all getting paid. This is why they never go against Israel. They never do. Because they all getting paid. All of them are. So we don't want to be in a war. Somebody said we was going to be in war with Venezuela. Venezuela doesn't even have a military to go to war with the United States. You got to understand what's going on with they taking the oil. They want the oil. Who doesn't? Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, they want the oil. Okay, you're gonna still benefit from it. It ain't like you're gonna stop taking it. It kind of reminds me of these liberals who really say, "Oh, people was taking everything from black people." Okay, well then give it back. Give me all your stuff. Oh, well, no, I wasn't talking about me. Oh yeah, okay. Then shut the fuck up. Because if you ain't gonna give your shit up, then shut up. Shut up. So that's all I'm saying. Good that motherfucker's gone. Good. It's good he's gone. All the shit he has done to people. And I'm talking like, I ain't talking on some just because you don't like somebody and you don't like how they talk. Because y'all made microaggression a thing. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a man who's literally ordering kill squads to get rid of people. That's what I'm talking about. Putting people in death camps and stuff like that. Killing people right in the streets for protesting something that y'all always do. That's all I'm saying. If your complaint is you got sprayed with pepper spray because you were kicking a window, if you say that, oh, that I got sprayed, that's assault. These people in these other countries are looking at y'all like y'all fucking crazy. Like, are you serious? You got sprayed with pepper spray. My family got annihilated. That's what I don't understand about y'all. It's like, what are y'all fighting for? What are you standing up for? Which one? You saying you standing up? You standing up. It's just everything you're going to go. Literally, you're literally saying that you want Gaza to be free, and you're standing up for Palestinians. But in the same breath, you're saying that the supreme leader, you need to leave him alone. You're saying that Nicolas Maduro, y'all need to free him and leave him alone. What? All of these people are going against the countrymen. All of y'all supporters and out here, I could not believe my eyes when I seen people saying that Nicolas Maduro need to be free. All the things that he has done. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I said to myself, this is when we lost the plot. Because a lot of y'all are just deranged. A lot of y'all do have Trump derangement syndrome. A lot of y'all are just fucking deranged. A lot of y'all just want to be against something. It doesn't matter what it is. This dude stopped. He literally stopped the from doing what they were doing over there. And they stopped. They stopped. And I don't see none of y'all in the street saying, yes, thank you. None of y'all. That's how I say, man. That's why I don't follow none of y'all. Because y'all all hypocrites. I don't follow none of y'all. Y'all all hypocrites. Who knows what's going to happen? But I know for now, the people in Venezuela and the people in Iran are very happy. And they're celebrating. As they should. Living under a government like that for years, it's not the same as the United States. A lot of y'all don't understand. We live in the United States. You're lucky. You're lucky. Even with all the bullshit that goes on here, you're lucky to live here. Trust me when I tell you, you're fucking lucky. You're lucky that you got electric every day, or for the most part, 99% of people who pay their bill or have enough electric, even though they don't have, you have programs that can help you. These other countries don't have that. You have food programs, you have food vouchers, you have welfare, you have all of these different outlets. You have healthcare, you have credit, where you can literally go to the hospital and don't pay for nothing because it'll go on your credit. You have it good. I ain't saying you got it perfect, but you got it way better than a lot of people. So I feel bad for people who just can't be honest about something. Just because you don't like the current president doesn't mean that you can't be honest. That's all I'm saying. And this guy that was in there, these people are celebrating in the streets. They are excited. They're ecstatic. They are back. And just like the president said, just like he said, you have a chance to take your freedom back. So I'm just going to say, I hope everybody, look at things from a different lens. Stop looking at things from one lens and stop, taking what these people say is gospel or whatever, because understand something. These are the same people who talk about white supremacy. Like I keep telling y'all, and they're married to white people. But yet and still, they want to sow division between us all. And we got to stop letting these people stay in power. This guy was in power for over 50 years, like 50 something years, so 40 something years. What? How y'all say that's not a dick? Maduro was in there. What was it? Hugo Chavez, then Maduro. Like, and he lost the election and he stayed in power. Some people are saying, oh, well, Trump's going to do that. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That won't happen. Trust me, Trump is not going to be in power for another 3-4 years. Just not going to happen. No. Everybody would turn on him. No. That's the one thing about the United States. We're not letting that happen. We're not gonna let somebody stay in power for 50 years. No. That's just not going to happen. And plus, come on, man. 50 years, Trump's already 80 something years old. Like, he's going to be in there for another 50 years. It's crazy. So I don't know. But either way, man, just wanted to put that out there. So it is what it is. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I know this was a long one, but hey, had to be done, man. See y'all on the next one. And go subscribe to the Patreon, man. Check y'all out. Love y'all, man. And I'm out of here.